is the thing I have to unbox today. It's Thor from Thor Ragnarok. Nendoroid. Deluxe edition. See that DX there? That means it's deluxe. So this was released last month in August, a mere 2 years after the actual movie came out. I actually completely forgot that this was coming out because the movie is so far removed from the release date of this toy. But wait, I'm not done. I'm not only going to be unboxing this very lately released Nendoroid thing, but I also have this standard Loki non-deluxe version, also a Nendoroid. This was actually released 2 years ago, only I think about 8 months after the actual movie came out. Again, not a timely release of a toy with the movie, but still, you know, better than nothing. I don't know if it's better than nothing. It would have been nice to actually come out with the movie. I actually got this last year in July, whereas the Thor came this year, last month, which is August. Yes, so this is just a standard edition of the Loki. However, I did in fact get this box of deluxe edition parts, so that, you know, it's like called the extension set. So, you know, my standard edition Loki now becomes deluxe edition Loki with the extra pieces inside. Yeah. So, you know, Thor Ragnarok, probably top 3 Marvel movies, possibly top 1, directed by Taika Waititi. He makes very funny movies like What We Do in the Shadows, Eagle vs. Shark, the upcoming Jojo Rabbit movie, which I don't know whether it's funny or not, but it looks funny. Overall, he's a funny guy. Anyway, let's not waste any more time and look at the box itself, shall we? So let's begin with the front of the box with the window. We see a little God of Thunder, eyes all lightning-y face there from Thor. We've got the number of the Nendoroid. As you might or might not know, every Nendoroid has its own little number. This one is 863. But it also has a DX, because this is the deluxe edition. Up here we have Thor Ragnarok in Japanese, because this is a Japanese product. Onto the right side, we have a few of the poses. You've got shocked Thor. I'm guessing this is after he sees Hulk in the arena in Thor Ragnarok. Here's him in a battle-ready pose with the war paint that he puts on when he goes into the arena in Thor Ragnarok. Let's flip over to the back for some more poses. So you've got the God of Thunder, electric hands, sparkle fingers here. You have the one-eyed Thor from the end of the movie, spoilers. I think he's supposed to be descending here on the, towards the end where he's battling all the forces of Hela on the Rainbow Bridge. You also see that there is a Rainbow Bridge piece here. Here he is with his helmet and mace shield combo from the arena again. All of these are, well, there's a lot of arena costumes and poses on this box. Anyway, here he is with Loki, getting ready to shoot some bad guys as he infiltrates the, what's it named? The Jeff Goldblum character's tower. Also from the movie. Of course, all these are from the movie because this is supposed to be Thor Ragnarok based. Anyway, on the other side now, you have White-Eyed God Thor, just kind of posing or something, I don't know. And then that other one that was on the back, where he's descending on the Rainbow Bridge or whatever. And on the top, yeah, you just have the number, Thor again, blah blah. Bottom is the same deal. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Not much else to say about that. Now let's check out the Loki standard box and the extension set box as well. So this is the front of the standard box. Window with Loki, his helmet. Yeah, we're gonna see all that crap later. Got him there. Got his number, 866. Yeah, and the Thor Ragnarok logo in Japanese up here. Let's turn the box. Here you have him doing a very, you know, yes, it's me, Loki kind of pose. Down here you have him and Thor getting ready to battle. I guess at the end, when there's always a battle with all the characters in every movie, as was the case in Thor Ragnarok. On the back, here is that shot from the trailer where he's levitating some daggers, which I don't remember, was that actually in the movie? I don't think it was. Here he is when he is tied up by Valkyrie and they're going to become the Revengers or whatever in the movie. Here he is with the daggers, ready for battle again, but he doesn't have a helmet for some reason. And then there's that same pose, and him with the helmet on the other side of the box. Extension kit box, you can see there's like different pieces here. This doesn't actually have a number, but I guess it just turns the regular box into a DX box. But you still have the Thor Ragnarok logo here. But here you can see, you know, what you can do with it. You can put him in a suit. You can put him on the Rainbow Bridge, and that pose that you get in the standard edition. And here's just a photo of all the extra bits you get. You got the new faceplate, the face mask of, what's his name? The Ragnarok Surtur, that's it. The Surtur's mask. And then a new body. Oh, those are folding arms. I couldn't see. Folding arms, the Tesseract, and the Rainbow Bridge. Did I say Rainbow Bridge already? Who cares? Here's another pose where he's just folding his arms. Characters like to fold their arms defiantly. And here he is carrying Surtur's mask. On the top, he's folding his arms, and on the bottom, holding Surtur's mask. So, as for the extension kit box, they didn't really put much effort into it. Like, they didn't really need to, I guess. I mean, you're only getting it to complement the original standard edition. I guess if I got the deluxe edition of the Loki, I would have gotten the big one like the Thor, but I think what happened was, the reason why I have like the standard Loki and not the standard Thor was that I didn't actually want to get the Loki and the Thor to begin with. I mean neither of them to begin with. I remember I pre-ordered them both, and then when the Thor was being released, I cancelled it because I didn't have the money at the time. But then I forgot to cancel the Loki pre-order. So then the Loki came, and then I was left with a Loki with no Thor. But then, you know, like, I think beginning of this year, they said, oh, look, the Thor's coming out again, deluxe version. And then the Loki's coming out. But you can also get the extension kit if you have the normal standard edition Loki. So, yeah, that's what happened. That wasn't an interesting story. Anyway, let's open up, I guess, Thor first. So let's start with the centerpiece of the whole thing. Thor, the figure of Thor. I am Thor Odin's son, played by Chris Hemsworth. I have muscles, and my fingers sparkle. Yes. Yeah. I don't know. So, you know, it's the standard thing he was wearing when he went into the arena. He's got his cape. Oh. Alright. So, part of the cape just fell out. That's not a good sign. Wow, that's really annoying. I'm not sure where that's supposed to be. I'm just gonna stick it to his butt there. Okay, so almost instantly, when moving around parts on this figure, this little piece of his cape has fallen out of his back. It goes in somewhere here. I don't know how to put it back, and neither does the instruction booklet, which doesn't tell me where it's supposed to go. I'm just gonna set this aside for now. I'll probably figure it out later when I'm posing him up. Nendoroids are so frustrating sometimes. Anyway, let's move on. Here's his first face piece. I'm presuming he's yelling, yes! I think they use that in a lot of promo commercials as well. Like, you know, do you want more from your cable subscription? Yes! Or something like that. That's what they like to do in promotions. They take a small clip and try and fit it into their marketing copy, which is really dumb, but I guess it makes sense, sort of. Anyway, that's his first face. Here's his second face. I am going full God of Thunder now, and my eyes are turning white like electricity. I'm Thor, God of Thunder! Yeah, whatever. And here he is with his lost eye, which didn't last long in canon, because in the very next movie he's in, he gets a new eye, which is a shame, because it would be cool to see Pirate Thor for a couple of movies or something. Anyway, he's looking pretty, you know, humbled here. I lost my eye. What am I going to do? Yeah, I don't know why he's Italian now. Here's his Colosseum helmet. It's pretty cool. These do not move. it's all locked into place. I thought you might be able to move these sides. Oh wait, no, you can. Yeah, just like in the movie. I'm afraid to move anything too much. Here's that little piece of all those little enemy guys who will sit on the Rainbow Bridge as he descends down to kill them all with his lightning powers. That's a cool little piece there. You also have two little lightning pieces to put on his hands, so, you know, it looks like he has electricity coming out of them. Yeah. We have his mace and shield combo here. The shield kind of reminds me of something out of Star Wars for some reason. And this mace, for some reason, it looks kind of like a screwdriver. Yeah. Here you have the two swords that he also uses in the arena. Not much else to say about that. Just standard swords, really. And you also get two laser gun things that they use in the movie as well. One for him and one for Loki. And because I don't want to take it out of the plastic because I'm afraid I'll, you know, they'll fall everywhere, here's a selection of other pieces that come with the figure. You have the Rainbow Bridge here. It's got all the holes in there so you can stick stuff in there. You've got the regular base plate, the different hand positions, the stand thing that you put in his back, and I bloody hate having to put into the figure itself because it never goes in when I want it to. And some assorted like long metal pieces which are probably for some scene or something like that. We'll take a look at that later when we pose. Now let's do Loki and his extension set. So here we have Loki in his Thor Ragnarok version of his, I don't know, what do you call it, flight suit? That's what they all look like. Cape is all flaying out, or splaying out. What's the word? Who cares? So like with the Thor figure, one of these cape pieces fell out, but here it's a lot easier to figure out where it's supposed to go, and it was pretty easy to just slot back in there. Gosh, sometimes I really hate Nendoroids. Anyway, it's Loki. Hello, I am Loki. I once gave Thor a snake, and then he said he liked snakes, and then I turned into a snake or something, and blah, it's me. Yeah, they said it better in the movie. Here is the famous Loki double horn helmet thing, although this version has like an open head. I don't think does it normally have an open head? I thought it was like a full over the head helmet thing. I'm gonna have to re-look that up anyway. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got for this. Here's a second headpiece, the one where it's like, yes, I'm Loki, look at me, yes. Yeah, and here's its other face. It's sort of like, I'm not sure what this face is. Out of context, it just looks like he's going, or something. It's kind of kawaii or pervy in a way, I don't know. Maybe I'm just making it that way because I'm a weirdo. I'm not actually going to take these out, but you have 4 daggers here. 2 of them have like a little transparent, what do you call that, stalk there. So you can slot it into the hand so it looks, well, it gives a fake kind of levitating effect, while the other 2, I think you pretty much just slot into his hand so he's holding them. So one is for telekinetic daggers and the other's for regular daggers. Or you can mix and match. You can have one of them being in his hand and the other one hovering above his hand. Yeah, the possibilities are endless. Or really just three possibilities. And finally, we have a few last pieces. You've got the chains that wrap around him. This is sort of like a container or crate or something that he sits on so when he's tied up. And of course you have the hand pieces there. So that concludes the section on the standard edition pieces. Let's move on to the extension set pieces now. So here you have his Loki suit, his black suit which Thor says, "Why you dress like a witch?" Anyway, I'm not sure if that was the right quote. Here you have the extra faceplate, sort of like a cheeky, sexy boy smile with those eyebrows. I don't know how else to describe this. It's pretty cool. This is almost like a complete figure right here, except you need the back of his head and his hair. So it's nothing at all like a complete figure. Yeah. Here we have the Mask of Surtur. Put that on and then Ragnarok happens, I guess. Here is the Tesseract. Can't remember how you pronounce that, but it's just like a transparent cube. Then you have his little folded-ons and a little stand extra bit here. And finally, another rainbow bridge. So now I have 2. So that's it for looking at the individual pieces. Why don't we put them in some compromising positions? Or just regular poses that they're meant to be in. Yeah, that sounds good. There you have it. It's Thor Ragnarok Thor and Thor Ragnarok Loki. Me, I'm Thor. Ooh, I'm Loki. Yes. So, as always, so much trouble putting these into different poses and stuff. I hate posing Nendoroid figures. It is so much work. Bits keep falling out. Bits don't fit in. On the whole though, you know, cause this is probably like, let's face it, it's probably my favorite Marvel movie thus far. I really like these figures. I don't actually have a Thor or a Loki yet, unless you're talking Lady Bishojo Thor and Lady Bishojo Loki, which I have never done a video on and will never appear in a video. But anyway, that's it. Nendoroid, Thor and Loki. I think I'm kind of winding down my Nendoroid collecting for the moment because I have way too many. I'll need to either get rid of some or find a bigger house. Anyway, that's it for me for today. For this channel, whatever it's called, I have been Jules. Goodbye, subscribe, like, or I don't know. I'm not big enough for that to make any sense. You just do what you want. That's the song that they play in Thor Ragnarok. He doesn't really have a theme song. Not like Batman. Da 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 da. Yeah. Da 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 da. Thor and Loki.
Love never ends.
We'll always be together, however hard it
Love
seems.
never ends.
We'll always be together, forever in electric dreams. Yeah, that's the song. Thor is God of Thunder.